Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Welcome to the Industrial Stream. I'm your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. You can call me Pop. And yes, you've arrived at what is the last Industrial Stream of the year. But that's okay. There will be more in the upcoming year. Hopefully bigger and better things. But first, before that, I want to say hello to you guys in the chat there. Let's see, we got David Glenn, as usual. Good to see you, David. Alex, nice to see you. Fabric Folds. Hey, Comic Relief Crusader. What's up, man? You're dropping by quickly to say Happy New Year. I appreciate that. And I hope you have a good one as well. All right, so, yeah, just counting down the hours now. If you guys are like what we do here is we're 2 hours away from Eastern time. So at 10 o'clock, we can watch the ball in New York fall and start the new year. And we have a little toast, and then we wait for another hour. Then we watch it again, and then we have a little toast. Then we wait till midnight here, our time. And the ball drops, and we have a toast of champagne. So get a little multiple celebrations in while you can, depending on your time zone. Anyways, I hope you guys are ready. Here we go. Let's do some news. And you guys might remember from last week, all about that Nissan and Honda merger. It might happen after all. So you can't believe them when they said that, oh no, it's not going to happen. Yeah, that's a lie. You can't trust businesses when they say stuff like that. You don't celebrate New Year's till February 2nd, but I'll drink with you guys. Attaboy. That's the way. Is that Ukrainian New Year's? Because I know Ukrainians celebrate it way after. I'm trying to think. Fascinating if this happens. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look here. Let's have a look and see. Japanese automakers Honda and Nissan have announced plans to work toward a merger that would form the world's third largest automaker by sales as the industry undergoes dramatic changes in its transition away from fossil fuels. Also, I wish they would stop calling it fossil fuels. There's no evidence that fossils turn into oil. If that was the case, you would have to have, I don't know, billions of tons of fossils to make all the oil that's been taken out of the earth. I'm not buying it. They gotta prove it. Oh, it's Crow New Year's. Your wife is Crow. Oh, nice. Right on, Fabric. Lying is a common practice as an opening salvo in Japanese business dealings. Yes. Yes, David, exactly. Deny, deny, deny. The two companies said they have signed a memorandum of understanding on Monday, December 23rd, and that smaller Nissan Alliance member Mitsubishi Motors Corp also has agreed to join the talks on integrating their businesses. Automakers in Japan have lagged behind their big rivals in electric vehicles and are trying to cut costs and make up for lost time as newcomers like China's BYD and EV market leader Tesla devour market share. Don't worry about China. Don't even worry about them. Their products are garbage. They're trash. They're not even worth the money to pay for them. Like they're just garbage. Honda's president Toshihiro Mibe said Honda and Nissan will attempt to unify their operations under a joint holding company. Honda will lead the new management, retaining the principles and brands of each company. They aim to have a formal merger agreement by June and to complete the deal and to list the holding company on the Tokyo Stock Exchange by August 2026. No dollar value was given, and the formal talks are just starting. There are points that need to be studied and discussed, he said. Frankly speaking, the possibility of this not being implemented is not zero. Okay. Way to twist words around to get that point out. You believe that microbes constantly generate oil deep in the rocks of the crust of the earth? So, I have heard or read someplace before that Oil wells can like replenish themselves. Kind of strange, but it's like, wow, that's it's almost like it's like the honeybee theory, like the earth, makes oil naturally. Kind of weird, but it could be something that there's something to it maybe. As you understand it, Nissan and Honda are both family names, so you wonder if it's just business or the families merging. I don't know if there's like intermarriage, some strategic marrying going on. That's getting in real deep there behind the scenes. It says a merger could result in a behemoth worth more than 50 billion based on the market capitalization of all three automakers. Together, Honda, Nissan, and Mitsubishi would gain scale to compete with Toyota and with Germany's Volkswagen. Toyota has technology partnerships with Japan's Mazda, Motor Corp, and Subaru. News of possible merger surfaced earlier this month, with confirmed reports saying Taiwan iPhone maker Foxconn was seeking to tie up with Nissan by buying shares from the Japan company's other alliance partner, Renault of France. You think oil is devil pee? Nissan CEO Makoto Uchida said Foxconn has not directly approached his company. He also acknowledged that Nissan's situation was severe. Even with a merger, Toyota, which rolled out 11.5 million vehicles in 2023, would remain the leading Japanese automaker. If they join, the three smaller companies would make about 8 million vehicles. In 2023, Honda made 4 million, Nissan produced 3.4, and Mitsubishi Motors made just over 1 million. We have to come to the realization that in order for both parties to be leaders in this mobility transformation, it is necessary to make a more bold change than a collaboration in specific areas. Nissan, Honda, and Mitsubishi earlier agreed to share components for electric vehicles like batteries and to jointly research software for autonomous driving to adapt better to electrification. Sounds like they're drinking the Kool-Aid here. Brandon! Hey, what's up, man? Good to see ya. Deploy the likes. Thanks, Brandon. Yeah, it was we're just talking about this this merger that might go on between Nissan, Honda, and Mitsubishi. So yeah, that's good to see you, Brandon. I wish you a happy new year, and I hope things go well in the coming year. Like to say, you're dropping by to say hi and wish everyone. Yeah, I appreciate that, Brandon. I didn't get to see you today. Yeah, a three-way combo, you bet. Might be a merger. It's a three-way with the Japanese companies, you betcha. Nishonobachi? Yeah, Nishonobichi? Well, they should come up with some sort of name. Hoisinbichi or something? Sounds like a sauce. Whatever it is, they're trying to do something to make it so they can compete on the world stage with all the electric vehicles. That would make you the car harem king. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Look at me. I have cars from all the Japanese automakers. Just call it Datsun and be done with it. Yeah, the return of Datsun. That would be something, all right. And bring back the 280Z. Yeah, I agree. This three-way is more slice of life than hentai. Yeah, exactly, Fabric. I'm curious to see whether this is going to work out. They say it's going to take a while. But yeah, that's nice of Brandon stopping by. Didn't expect that, but hey, right on. hope to see more anime shenanigans on your channel, Brandon, and I hope I can stop by sometime too, and you know, we can chat about some good old-fashioned anime shows. But yeah, it says Nissan struggled following a scandal that began with the arrest of its former chairman Carlos Ghosn in late 2018. On charges of fraud and misuse of company assets, allegations he denies, he eventually was released on bail and he fled to Lebanon. So obviously he was innocent if he fled to Lebanon. He had a friend in high school who had a 280Z and he dropped a 350 Chev in it. Holy jeez. Oh man, that thing was a rocket then. I had a buddy who had a Chevy S10 and he put a 305 Camaro engine in it. Yeah, that thing you had to, it had to be lowered so close to the ground because it would just take off take off like a rocket. When you do a multi-channel, multi-stream, hey, there you go. Yeah, I'm up for that totally. That'd be great. You have a 73 Datsun truck that you bang around the ranch in. It's pistachio green. Oh, that sounds like an awesome truck fabric. I can just picture it now. You're visually imagining that engine. Yeah, that's crazy. It's amazing what they'll drop in there. Have you guys heard about the Mazda Miatas with the 5-liter engines in them? So they're placed in North Vancouver. This was years ago, but they would take a Mazda Miata and they would pull out the old engine and slide in a Ford 302. So a 5-liter. And it was just insane. They had to beef up the suspension to hold the weight of it. But those things were just like little rockets. You go ripping around. I can't see how there wasn't more deaths like with those things. You got so much horsepower with such a small car. What's it say here? Speaking on Monday to reporters in Tokyo via video link, Ghosn derided the planned merger as a desperate move. This 302 sits in the front seat with you? Yeah, almost. I think they might have had to do some modifications to the... No, 5-liter, David, not 5-year. 5-liter engine. Yeah, it was those were crazy. From Nissan, Honda could get truck-based body-on-frame large SUVs such as the Armada and Infiniti QX80 that Honda doesn't have, with large towing capacities and good off-road performance. Sam Fiorani, Vice President of Auto Forecast Solutions, told the Associated Press. Nissan also has years of experience building batteries for electric vehicles and gas-electric hybrid powertrains that could help Honda in developing its own EVs and next-generation hybrids. The company said in November that it was slashing 9,000 jobs, or about 6% of its global workforce, and reducing its global production capacity by 20% after reporting a quarterly loss of 9.3 billion yen. It recently reshuffled its management, and Uchida, its chief executive, took a 50% pay cut while acknowledging responsibility for the financial woes, saying Nissan needed to become more efficient and respond better to market tastes, rising costs, and other global changes. We anticipate that if the integration comes to fruition, we will be able to deliver even greater value to a wider customer base. Fitch Ratings recently downgraded Nissan's credit outlook to negative, citing worsening profitability, partly due to price cuts in the North American market, but noted that strong financial structure and a solid cash reserves that amount to $9.4 billion. Nissan's share price also had fallen to the point where it's considered something of a bargain, On Monday, its Tokyo traded shares gained 1.6%. They jumped more than 20% after the news of the Bossmo merger broke last week. Honda shares surged 3.8%. Honda's net profit slipped nearly 20% in the first half of the April to March fiscal year from a year earlier as its sales suffered in China. The merger reflects an industry-wide trend toward consolidation. I mean, will we ever see a Ford, Dodge, and Chevrolet? You know, will they merge? Will Ford merge with somebody? Will Chevrolet or GM, General Motors, merge with somebody? I don't know. Hybrid engines are like Attack on Titan. It should just die already. Yeah, just stop already. Enough. At a routine briefing Monday, Cabinet Secretary Yoshimasa Hayashi said he would not comment on details of the automaker's plans, but said Japanese companies need to stay competitive in the fast-changing market. As the business environment surrounding the automobile industry largely changes, with competitiveness in storage batteries and software is increasingly important, we expect measures needed to survive international competition will be taken. I mean, we'll see about that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, though. Don't count on electrification or being hybrids or electric cars, because anything can change at any moment. As soon as the price of materials goes up for those things, I don't think the end user is going to want to take the hit on that. So they shouldn't be counting on electric cars. Oh, here's something. Economists say more room to fall as Canadian dollar continues downward trend. This is good for you guys in the US, but not good for us. It'll make anything that you buy out of Canada cheaper. Also, don't put all your Bitcoins in one wallet. That's so true, David. So true. Me, I never touch this stuff. When I heard back about Bitcoin back in 2011, I'm like, no, it's got to be a scam or something, because the CIA had the guys that created Bitcoin over to their headquarters in Langley. And it's like, oh, why would the CIA need to meet with those guys? So it's something not right with that. Hey, Nico, how you doing, man? Good to see you, and a Happy New Year. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So the Canadian dollar going down will be okay for you guys in the US when you're buying stuff out of Canada, because it'll be cheaper. Be terrible for us buying other things that are not from our country, because it's going to be more expensive. It's going to take more money to buy the same thing. Experts say the next few months are going to be rough for the Canadian dollar, as it appears to set to continue its downward trend. We do have more room to fall, said Carl Shimoda, chief market strategist at Corpay. Canadian dollar has been trading below 70 cents US in recent weeks and is nearly 4% below where it was in September. It's been down this low before. It's nothing new for me. I've seen the Canadian dollar down at like 69 cents US. You just joined and heard Canada getting cheaper? Yeah. Shkamada predicts that coming months will be a very turbulent period for Canada, as uncertainty stemming from incoming U.S. President Donald Trump's policy proposal weighs on business, investment, and consumer confidence, which means a weaker loonie in the short term. However, that's not the only factor in play. Yes, Fabric. If the Kanakistani dollar goes down, it'll make Canada cheaper to buy. You got her. The outperforming U.S. economy, which is pushing U.S. yields higher, well above yields in Canada, is attracting more investment south of the border. There's also a widening differential in monetary policy between the Bank of Canada and the U.S. Federal Reserve. That means the Canadian dollar is much less attractive to global investors. U.S. Federal Reserve delivered a 0.25 percentage point interest rate cut last week and is now expected to slow the pace of its rate cuts next year to 2 from previously estimated 4 cuts. Meanwhile, the Bank of Canada delivered its second straight outsized interest rate cut this month, bringing its key rate down to 3.25%. Adam Button, chief currency analyst for Forex Live said the slew of rate cuts come as the Canadian economy has continued to shrink on a per capita basis. Moreover, he added, in 2025, the government is forecasting negative population growth. The population growth has been the only source of Canadian economic growth in the last 2 years, and that's about to go in reverse. Okay, well, I don't put any stock in that. Just because you bring more people in doesn't mean that they're going to make the economy better. In fact, I think it would make it worse. Shimada predicts a further decline in the early months of next year and a gradual modest improvement in the loonie through the remainder of 2025. Greenland is so close to Canada, we should see if we can get a 2-for-1 deal. Oh, you guys want Greenland too? It's not green in Greenland. There's a lot of ice in Greenland, and there's a lot of green in Iceland. He said the Bank of Canada rate cuts will eventually renew activity in the Canadian housing market as well as Canadian consumers. That should help support the Canadian dollar a little bit toward the end of next year. But as Trump's tariff threat looms, Shimoda said traders are in a sell first and ask questions later mode. They're not going to wait around and see, and that's going to put downward pressure on the loonie. Big challenge here in the next few months, waiting to see what Donald Trump does. Who cares? Who cares what he does? You've lived through it before. Things weren't as bad as you thought they were. Sounds like a lot more fear-mongering now. Do we have a preference of a new name once we join the U.S.? We're taking everyone but the Quebecers and those PEI weirdos. Yeah, hey, I don't know. What would be a good one? Could you call us North Washington? Or, Northern Idaho? How about that? Something like that? Trump wants Greenland also. Lots of rare earth minerals in Greenland. Just being a really big snowblower. Yeah, there you go. Button noted the loonie story is really about what's happening south of the border. A good portion of the Canadian dollar's weakness is U.S. dollar strength. Well, yeah, it's all relative. One's strong, the other's weak. Investors looking at a global landscape for 2025 only see one country where we may get impressive growth, and that's the United States. You're partial to Maplevania? That's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. Well, that's been the trend for a number of years. Until the U.S. economy stumbles, I don't see a real opportunity for the Canadian dollar to right itself. The Canadian dollar has been historically tightly correlated to oil, due to a large part of the oil's outsized impact on the Canadian economy. But that relationship has weakened over the years. The investment cycle in the oil and gas sector has ended and doesn't look like it's coming back anytime soon. Secondly, the overall economic outcome for Canada is being determined by changes in interest rates more than by changes in oil export. Weakening Canadian dollar could have substantial effects on imports, raising the cost of products coming into Canada. Said weak Canadian dollar isn't as good as for the Canadian economy as it used to be. He referenced how a lower loonie previously led to a resurgence in manufacturing and export industries. That's no longer the case, he said. You don't have that balance built into the currency like there once was. Well, why not? More fear-mongering, everybody. More fear-mongering. We don't need this. We don't need scared of the big bad boogeyman, big bad Trump man. It's ridiculous. Hockeyland? Hockeyland's not bad. Better yet, Red Greenland, named for Kazakhstan's greatest stand-up philosopher. Well, you gotta find yourself either. The women don't find you handsome, they at least find you handy. At least that's what he would always say. And keep your stick on the ice. This is a good one here. CCC Rolls-Royce Canada wins a $110 million contract with the U.S. Navy. Canadian Commercial Corporation, or CCC, announced that it was awarded a contract from the United States Department of Defense for an advanced winch system developed by Rolls-Royce Canada's naval handling business to deploy, tow, and recover sonar equipment. Fear the orange man. Fear him. Through CCC's contract, valued up to $110 million, Rolls-Royce Canada will reportedly supply the OK-410 handling and stowage group system to the U.S. Navy's Naval Undersea Warfare Center, along with spare parts and engineering services. The NUWC operates multiple facilities across the United States and plays a role in the U.S. Navy's technological involvement in submarine and undersea operations. CCC explained in a press release that Rolls-Royce Canada's winch system is designed to launch, tow, and retrieve the multi-function towed array for the AN/SQQ-89AV-15 ASW combat system. The winch system can handle heavy tow loads and incorporates advanced control systems that enable maneuvering and positioning of the MFTA in the water, which is essential for effective sonar operations. Located in Peterborough, Ontario, Rolls-Royce Canada develops advanced naval handling systems for allied navies across the globe, including the Mission Bay Handling System for the Royal Navy's Type 26 Global Combat Ship. CCC is designated contracting authority for purchases by the U.S. DoD from Canada over $250,000 Through its free U.S. DoD prime contractor service, CCC partners with Canadian businesses to supply the U.S. Department of Defense with made-in-Canada solutions and facilitate U.S. DoD buying commands to procure from Canada. Well, all right then. Somebody's building something and selling it, so that's good. It is Rolls-Royce Canada. But good for them. They finally selling things. All right. Well, that's it for that news. Here's something that's I found interesting. The top 10 in-demand jobs in Canada with the highest pay for 2025. Actually, they are talking about 2025 already. Number 1, skilled trades. Top paying skilled trades jobs. Millwright, electrician, heavy equipment mechanic. And there's the salaries there in Canadian dollars. Millwright 32 to 47. Wow, that's really good. Electrician 32 to 47. Same thing. That's good. Heavy equipment mechanic 30 to 45. Other notable salaries. CNC programmer. I've told you guys CNC programming is where it's at. 28 to 49 an hour. Oof. Welder 23 to 38 per hour. A field service technician 25 to 44 an hour. Business administration. The top paying business admin jobs. Administrative manager 63 to 104,000. Executive assistant 58 to 97. A project manager assistant 56 to 94. Looks like I got to hit my boss up for a raise. Yeah. Actually, Fabric, it's all designated by the CBA, our collective bargaining agreement. It says you get paid this much in this year, and then the next year you get paid this much, and then the next year you get paid this much. No architects in need? We'll see if they're on here, Nico. Administrative assistant bilingual, 47 to 66. Office clerk, 43 to 63,000. Receptionist, 43,000 to 62,000. Customer care, inside sales manager, 78 to 133,000. Workforce planner, 53 to 84. Customer service trainer, 48 to 82. Other notable salaries, technical support agent, level 1, 48 to 84. Fundraising agent, 41 to 64. Inbound call center agent, 39 to 61. Finance and accounting, finance director, 136 to 263,000. Controller, 96,000 to 237,000. Credit and collections manager, 98,000 to 150,000. Financial analyst, 82 to 127,000. Accountant, 74 to 113,000. Accounts payable manager, 88 to 136,000. Healthcare, pharmacy manager, 111 to 160,000. A pharmacist, 102 to 142,000. A clinic manager, 78,000 to 124,000. Dental assistant, 41 to 63,000. Dental hygienist, 69 to 103,000. Physiotherapist, 68 to 117,000. Engineering and design. This is where your architects will be, I think, Nico. Project director for construction, 107 to 201,000. Oof. Continuous improvement engineer, 107 to 142,000. Construction project manager, 101 to 139,000. Structural engineer, 65 to 123. Civil engineer, 61 to 126. And a quality engineer, 59 to 105. Oh, maybe they're not on the list there for the top ones that are in demand. Maybe they're not in demand. The top paying tech jobs. Cloud architect, 128 to 190,000. Cybersecurity manager, 120 to 180,000. Software engineering manager, 115 to 170,000. A data scientist, 98 to 145,000. A full stack developer, 95 to 135,000. An IT project manager, 90 to 140,000. Sales managing director, 71 to 125,000. Sales engineer, 72 to 109,000. Ever thought you'd see the day an administrative assistant would make more than actual work? I know, isn't that crazy? You got to be a project manager. Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it, Nico? Account manager for manufacturing, 56 to 102,000. Technical sales rep, 57 to 93,000. A territory manager, 54 to 84,000. Marketing and communications. E-commerce director, 181,000 to 225,000. Marketing director, 102,000 to 192,000. When are we going to get the top paying art history major? Yeah. Where are those coming? Social media manager, 66 to 130,000. Marketing coordinator, 61 to 109,000. Event specialist, 47 to 85,000. Education and training. Director of education, 120 to 108,000. Corporate trainer, 70 to 105,000. Instructional designer, 68 to 98,000. College professor, 65 to 120,000. School administrator, 75,000 to 110,000. And career counselor, 58 to 85,000. Those are the in-demand jobs. But we just care about the trades jobs because that's what I do here. This is a trade stream, and we want to know what the trades are doing. So millwright, electrician, and heavy equipment and mechanic. Good solid jobs to be in, for sure. Same with CNC programmer, welder. Field service technician, if you want to be out on the road all the time, that'd be okay. That would be stripper and glory hole maintenance. Here we got the top stories from 2024. You might remember some of these. N3 Summit tackles labor shortage, electrification transition through Industry 4.0 technologies. What Honda's big electric vehicle announcement in Ontario really means. In April, Honda announced a $15 billion investment in Ontario, including plans to build 4 new manufacturing plants within the province. I wonder if that'll get affected by that merger coming up. Focus of the investment is on buttressing the electric vehicle supply chain, and the investment is expected to create jobs and other benefits for the company. Social media manager, that being in demand depresses you. Oh no! Sorry, Nico. Boeing accepts a plea deal to avoid criminal trial over the 737 MAX crashes. I don't know how they got away with that, doing a plea deal. You know someone with an art history major? She makes gluten-free vegan cakes. Ooh. What about DEI manager? Ours makes $45 an hour. What? Oh, no way, Alex. You just got to think to yourself that they're living on borrowed time, though. Because a lot of things are going to come around where people are like, hey, we don't need a DEI manager after all. Gone. Oh, what's your skill? Making things more diverse and equitable and inclusionary? Okay, you're out of here. We do that already. Notice neither rancher nor veterinarian were on that list. I know, right? Large breed veterinarian, where is it? The number 4 story, JFE Shoji Power Canada calls for greater investment in electrical transformer manufacturing. Okay. Number 5, the Manufacturing Symposium takes a deep look at talent woe solutions. You have only yourselves to blame for that, their companies, for your lack of bringing people in and training them. It's your own damn fault. Ontario's fall economic statement, a focus on manufacturing. Number 7, Trump's tariff threat is a sign that Canada should be diversifying beyond the U.S. I mean, you can try, but it's going to be tough to do. And why would you wait for tariffs to happen if you're going to diversify? Don't wait to be threatened. Be proactive. Don't be reactive. So that was it? 7 stories? Okay. That wasn't a lot at all. Like I say, don't wait for somebody. Don't wait for Trump to do something. Do it yourself. All right. Well, that's it for articles there, fellas. Why don't we do some picture time? It's picture time. Let me see here. What do we got? I don't have anything specific this time around. We can just tool around and check out some shots I've taken over the years, or over the year. Let me do this. Hey, Mike from Pacific 414. Stopping by to say that I hope everyone has a happy and prosperous 2025. Same to you, buddy. You guys check out Mike's stream there. He does his pop talk and such, plays games. You can check out him, Baron, and Cash. It's always good to see you, Mike. Yeah, I hope you have a great New Year as well, and I hope you and I can get together for a collab sometime. All right. You just made it in time for picture time. This is a motor coupling. So this is 1/2 of a motor coupling. And there's a rubber insert that goes in there, and it goes to the pump coupling. And this one, you can notice, has a giant crack in it. Now, this isn't just some tiny, thin piece of steel. Yeah, you bet, Mike. We'll make it happen. the wear. You know what these marks are? These are pipe wrench marks from guys turning it. Because the pump that this is from sometimes gets the sulfur gets a little hard to turn. So they go out and they take a wrench and they put it on here and they turn it. And that's where this is from. That's where this crack is from. Guys put a pipe wrench on. Not me. I know better. And you grab it down here. You don't grab it up here. But there's a better shot of it right there. That is a crack from somebody just yarding on that thing. Yarding on that pipe wrench, trying to turn it. Face of it has a lot of wear as well. But that's not where the driving force is. The driving force is right here where the teeth are. this shouldn't actually see any wear on the face right here. And you can see how it's out of line now. They've turned it and it's cracked and it started to move inside. So yeah, this guy, lots of wear. Or sorry, not lots of. It would have eventually broken if I hadn't replaced it. But yes, putting the pipe wrench on it, yarding on it, time and again, it finally just couldn't take it, and it snapped at like the thinnest part. You can see it. You just couldn't take it anymore. This. Hell of a crack you got there. This is a high pressure hose, like for pressure washing your car. There it is there. It's right at the bend as well, which is very suspect as to why it wore a hole in it sideways like that. But as you can see, there it is. I had to shine it up a bit with the wire wheel. But yes, this pressure washing wand got a hole in it. The crack couldn't take it anymore after so many insertions. Got it. So yeah, just a small one like that. But yes, it warrants a new one. So I bought a new pressure washing wand. There we go. I just gotta find. Oh, here we go. This is what goes into that coupling, that metal coupling. This is the rubber part that goes in there. This one just got thrashed. Looks like somebody took a drill to it. No, it was just probably because of that bend fabric. It had a bend in it, and just the water going through it just wore it away. But yeah, this was the piece that came out of there. And that is just ruined. So if something like that happens, you have to take a look and make sure that things are tight together, those couplings, because they will pull apart. So you got to make sure they're close enough and tight enough together. Make sure all the set screws are tightened down. Otherwise, this will happen. The coupling insert will work its way out, with all the centrifugal motion and everything like that. And these are usually, some of these are split, so they'll have a split in them so that you can fit them over the shaft easily. But yeah, once things come loose and they start coming out of the coupling holder, then look out. Things get wild. Because motors don't like to stop. They just keep going and going. But yeah, that's oh, that was ugly. It's always good to have a backup. Always have spare parts with you. You gotta get one of those silicone couplers, a bargain at 50,000 each, probably. Yeah. Yeah, this was just contractors being stupid, putting their ladders up against. This has an SCBA in there. So inside this box, there's a self-contained breathing apparatus. You can grab it, put it on in case of emergency. Then you got contractors that are dumb enough to lean their ladders against it. Like, what's the matter with you guys? You know, use your heads, look around. There's plenty of empty wall space you could have stacked your ladders on, but no. You've got to, where it says self-contained breathing apparatus, you leaned your ladders right up against it, so it makes it hard if there's an emergency to access that. You know, I just don't get these guys. That's why you got to watch them all the time. Contractors, they're the worst offenders. Oh, here's one for you. I don't know if you guys have seen this before. I'll start at the beginning here. Where is it? Right here. Pipe wrench. Not a very big one. 10-inch pipe wrench. Crack in it. Okay, there's a crack. Right at the back of the jaw, too. So you'd think that's like the strongest part of it. There's another shot of it there. You can see it goes down pretty far. It starts at the top here, it goes down, and it's still going. Like it almost reaches the bottom. It peters out about here. There's another shot of it. Now it looks like there's two now. Now that at this angle, you can see two of them. Contractors like teenagers, they think they're immortal until they're not. Yeah. Oh, I can do this. No, you can't. There's one major one there and another one there. Okay, I didn't notice that before, but there's two large cracks in this. And this is one of those where I come in the morning and it's on the bench and nobody says anything. There you go. Oh, you can see even better here. The crack goes right down into there. So it's already gone through the width, the thickness of it. Yeah, 10-inch aluminum pipe wrench from Rigid. So it's a good brand, name brand. Two big cracks in it. So I tried to get some good shots. You look at the wrench and ask, how? That's right. It's like, well, what did you guys do? What did you do? There's a better shot from the side. Look at that. It's buckling out. It's like they were prying on it sideways. How was that done? Yeah, exactly. Not even made of Chinesium. I know. But look at it. This is buckling out. They must have been pulling on it sideways. Or they must have had a snipe on it or something. And there's another shot of it right there. It goes right through. Like that piece is ready to come out. I tried to get a close-up a shot as I could, keep it nice and clear. That's not bad. But yeah, that is just unbelievable. Nope. So yeah, didn't know, nobody said a word. I mean, at least they put a tag on it, not to use it. Otherwise, I would have just grabbed it and just went about my business. But it's stuff like this that gets guys hurt. When other guys break stuff or almost break it and then put it back for the next guy to use. That's dangerous. I'm expected to fix this. Don't have a forge. Into the scrap metal bin, Fabric. That's what happened to it. It's like, okay, you guys want to break it? I'm buying a new one. So I did that. Into the scrap metal bin and bought a new one. No, it's just mind-blowing. How can you guys do this? but they find a way, you know. There's guys out there that can wreck anvils, so you just got to think to yourself, oh, there's those guys out there. There must be some other stuff around here. I got some stuff. Let's see. Your son is one, God bless him. Okay, let's try that. So, all of a sudden, corporate comes out with a corporate edict that's like, all right, from now on, all your chain-driven valves must have a safety cable. I'm like, okay. And they're like, Pop, get out there, install safety cables on all those chain valves. All right. So out goes Pop, drills a hole, puts a cable through, connects it to the valve body, makes it so that if this thing ever falls off, it doesn't fall down and hurt somebody. Because believe it or not, at one of the other sites, they had one of these happen. Fell down, and I'm not sure whether it hit somebody or not, but it did let go, and it came crashing down. So they make a company-wide, announcement. You guys do this. It's now, it's now a policy. Okay. So, you go to each one. You drill a hole, put the cable in, wrap it around the valve body. That's those two. And you go around each different one and do that. Hey, what's up, Gooch? Happy New Year, man. Nice to see you. I was kicking around your stream the other day when they were talking about that, the DC Comics and all that, the Fartascular thing, and oh man, that was just, ugh. I'm so glad I don't buy DC anymore. Hope things are going good for you. It's getting close for you, isn't it? You guys will be celebrating pretty soon, I think. So yeah, this one actually had a place to put a cable through, so I didn't have to drill a hole. That's good. Did that, wrapped around the valve body. Now this chain valve will not fall off and hurt anyone. Different shot. Go around the valve body here. Make sure it's nice and snug. That way there's no way it's gonna get pulled over. You got 3 hours, eh, Gooch? Okay. Got some more shots of this cable. This is just so I can provide proof to any higher up guy that wants to know if I did it. Right? Drilled hole, cable in, around. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Gooch, you guys got to tune into his show. It's pretty damn entertaining. He has a lot of great guests on. I believe, yeah, Diabolical Souls, I believe. That's the channel. somebody wants to drop the link in there, it'd be okay. We're just chilling here, Gooch, learning about industrial stuff. Just shooting the breeze now. I did a few articles earlier, and now we're just kind of looking at some pictures and videos of some of the stuff I've been involved with. A lot of the times it's like, hey guys, don't do this because, you know, don't do what the Donnie Don't does. You know, that one. It's Human Blaze the cat. Hey, how you doing? We're doing okay. We're just chilling out a bit. Checking out some pictures. I think it's going good. I'm doing well. Hope everyone else is too. Earlier on in the year, this thing got plugged up, which is not good. Yes, and a happy new year to you, Human Blaze Cat. So this thing, which is a little tank, has a little opening in it here where you can dump used chemical. You dump it down there, and then you can get rid of it. But it plugged up. And the guys were like, hey, this thing plugged up. You got to do something. I'm like, all right. So it's probably plugged up down here. Probably right where the 90 is. And yeah, it's plugged up all right. I took those pieces back to the shop, and that's how much it was plugged up. Very slow to drain. And I can see why. Lots of sediment. And in the other end as well. Try to pick that out of there. That was the valve. So yes, definitely needed to do some cleaning. Get some compressed air. Some wire brushes. Clean it out. Make it so that everything flowed nicely. Looks like the pipes in your house. Yeah, after Taco Bell. All right, let's see. They're so calcified that one of them cracked, but then sealed its. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a lot of calcium, David. Wow. For it to be able to be self-sealing, I think you've got something there. Okay, I got some video here. So this thing is a battery powered, and it just battery powers the display. It's a flow meter. You have to check and see how much water is getting pumped out. So there it is. I know there's 8 bolt holes, but I only use 4 because it's only water and it doesn't leak. So get it set up, and I'm going to take it apart because it has a little impeller inside that gets caught up with rocks and such. So what you do first, you put in some pin bars, and you'll see why in a minute. DJ Ronnie G. What's up, DJ? How you doing? Just watching a little bit of maintenance on a flow meter. Back to when it was nice and warm out. Nice warm days. Not like now. You gotta go with the flow on this one. Oh! Good to see you, DJ. We missed you the other day. I think someone was asking about you. Take out the gasket. Always make sure you put your nut on the end of the stud so you don't lose it. There we go. Adjust the camera a bit because we're going to take off the other flange. You see that dropped a little bit. I'll take out that, move that around a bit, try to get that gasket out of there. There we go. And that's why you put the pin bars in there. That'll hold that flow meter from dropping to the ground. One out, two out, and out it comes. That thing's heavy too, so you don't want to stand around holding it for too long. We'll take a look inside. Look inside here. And there it is. And we'll have a look inside in the next video here. We'll be looking inside, seeing if we can see the rocks that are in there that get in the impeller. I got a pair of long tweezers. I'm trying to fish the rocks out of there. Because if the rocks stop the impeller from spinning, you don't know how much water is moving through there. And they'll also damage the machine, so. The impeller is just big enough for the size of rock to get right in there, in between the holes of the impeller. And I got one more, I think, of me digging around in there, but then I think I realize I have to use both hands. Because those rocks get really jammed in there. That impeller should move very freely. It should have no obstructions. It shouldn't, like, it should, when you spin it, it should just rotate for quite a while. So eventually I took that back to the shop, cleaned it out, got a bunch of the debris out of it, and put it back in. Once it was put back in, turn it on, and it read just fine. And this is what actually, this is the pump that pumps into that flow meter. Sump pumps. With brand new, that I put on this year, U-bolts. Or shackles, I should say. I put the shackles on there because the old ones were no good. These ones have nuts on them and cotter pins so that they can't possibly fall out. Yeah, you know it. That's right. Yeah, if you ever wanted to see pilings being put in, this is how they do it. Welcome back, Cottapins. Ooh, 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 Mr. Cutter. So these guys are going to put pilings into the ground, and this is how they do it. Looks like they have a machine here that's part crane and part screw pile. It'll screw them into the ground. Very windy this day too. You can see the grass moving like crazy. Cotter pins aren't bobby pins. You've seen people try. Oh no! No, they hurt a lot more, I think. Far out, yeah. So I think what they do is they pull the pilings up, set them to the side, and then they attach them to this, to the drill pretty much. You just got to drill them into the ground. Hey, what's up, Veritex? We survived another year. Yeah, we did. And Happy New Year to you, Veritex. Yeah, it'll be 2025. Hopefully it'll be a great year for us. And I guess I didn't catch the action just yet on this one. Right here, I believe. Hopefully I caught up to some better action. Okay. Should be. There we go. Just trying to get that big drill over the end of that thing. Almost. There you go. You should put some pins in there. 2 at least, I thought. Oh, 3. There you go. And I think he's got to keep them from falling out, so he's putting some nuts on the end of them. He's eventually getting it up there. Slow going. He's got to find the right spot for it. Hey, Ars, how you doing? Happy New Year to you as well. We're just watching somebody put in some screw piles. Now they do this, which is pretty neat. Got this big drilling machine. You pick them up off of this trailer they've got there. They got a trailer full of them, and they're gonna screw them into the ground. Hope you're having yourself a great New Year's Eve. Countdown's on here. We got about 3 hours and 42 minutes. No, 48 minutes. 3 hours and 48 minutes. Anyway, around there. Watching One More Friend today, so not using YouTube today, unfortunately. That's alright, Oris. You can hang out on Rumble. I usually don't get a lot of people on Rumble anyway. Okay, he's just finding the right spot for that. Take some measurements, it looks like. I'm gonna fire it up. Yeah, there we go. He's drilling. Here we go. He's drilling. The ground is pretty soft, so it shouldn't take much. Just gonna check to see it's level. I can make adjustments. First on one side, then the other. You can see they already have some in already. So this will be the third one they're putting in. Better take your... There you go. Grab his level. Guys are pretty meticulous. Take their time making sure everything's square. Make sure it's the right distance. You don't just go and slam them in the ground. I mean, I know some companies would, but making some adjustments, it looks like. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
The lady doing the water test stuff setup says that she a water sample.
Okay.
So that she can do the final calibration on her water thing.
All right.
Maintenance can wait until next year. There are no engineers to sign off anyway. They're too lazy. Godzillionaire. Everyone's favorite kaiju.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, man. Good to see you. I was wondering if you were going to stop by tonight. Just watching a little bit of, what do you call it? Jeez. They're putting in screw piles. They're just screwing them into the ground. Not too bad. These guys, they just put it right in where they need it. Once they go as deep as they need, I think they'll mark where they need to be cut, and then the other welders can come in and fabricators, and they can put in some more iron on there to make a platform.
They'll just put them in as deep as they.
Gotta go. Okay, David. Thanks. Happy New Year to you, buddy. And thanks for always coming out, hanging out with us at the channel. It's always a fun time. And I'm going to keep doing more of this into the new year. So hope to see you around then.
I asked them not to. I wanted it to be about the second ring down.
Oh, okay.
Because I told them if it's at the same height, how am I supposed to reach down there with a 6-foot pole?
True.
I have to buy a 12-foot pole.
Sure. Taking the water samples out of the bottom of that then?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you just the lady come out and talk to you? So then she could figure out all this sort of stuff because she probably needs to know that.
Yeah, she just wants a sample, eh?
Yeah, it looks like they got it in the right spot.
I think I passed these guys going over for my exam or tests next door. She's in my office.
Yep. Yep. I'll be there soon.
And there we go. Screw piles. Fun time putting those things in. At least it was for a good cause, because now I have a proper platform. Whereas before, it was pretty sketchy trying to get water samples by walking along the bank of the. So that's what the platform looks like now. Got yourself some nice rails, some grating to walk on. Much better than just walking along grass and sliding into the water. So yeah, just much better. And it boils down to where you got to put it in as a safety infraction because, management doesn't want to spend the money for it. It's like, but this would help with not having any injuries. And they're like, oh, injuries? OSHA? Bah, didn't even know her. That's our Godzillionaire. Yeah, I thought I had better pictures of that. Yeah. What was it now? Pond plat. There you are. Before the pond platform, you can see. Here they're using a hydrovac machine. Clear out any wires or anything that are in there. Because there's a electrical box, so there's underground wires, so they had to expose them with hydrovacing. So this is what you had to do to get samples beforehand. You had to walk down the side here and put a bottle down there and take a sample. Not so nice. Here we've got Buddy doing the hydrovacing there. And that's how they do it. They just make everything wet so it sucks it all up like a slurry. He's got his high pressure wand there. It's almost like a government job where you got 3 guys watching them. I guess 4 because I'm there too, but I'm telling you, I'm taking pictures. All right. Well, it's 8:30 my time. I guess I could talk a little bit about the channel and all that for the new year. I'm hoping that the channel will grow a bit more. I'm stuck at like 931 subscribers. Kind of want to get over that 1,000 mark, get 1,000 subscribers. It'd be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, guys, unless you think I should do something different. So every Saturday I'll play some retro games. Every Sunday is gonna be Sunday Anime Chat, and oh, thanks, Aris. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to get more people. And every Tuesday will be Trades Talk Tuesday. If you guys are up for it, if this works for you, it's working for me. I do the mornings on the weekend because that works out best. It's morning for me, and for you guys in other time zones, it'll be, closer to noon or whatnot. But, 9 a.m. in the morning is good enough for me. If it's good for you guys, I'm just trying to make the channel better and, make it so it's more entertaining for you guys. And I wanted to pull in some more people, people that may not know about me. Of course, I have to do my promotion myself. I have to get out on other streams and talk myself up and all that other kind of good stuff. So I have to do more of that. I have to knuckle down more of that if I want to get the more people and the more subscribers and all that kind of stuff, the more watch hours. More unboxing videos and such like that. Maybe more long form videos. I haven't done a lot of long form videos. Because, I don't know, live streaming just seems a lot easier to do. Just flip on the thing and go. But yeah. For those that don't know, I did do my picks for the upcoming season. Where are you? Oh, right. There we are. that, and that, and that. Just going to jump into a little bit of anime mode here because I feel like it. Picked up 18 shows to watch. I already watched 2 of them. Where is it? No, not that one. Not that one. What was it again? It was Bene Neko. And yeah, the Fruit Master one. Fruit Master and Bene Neko, or Baheneko. The elf girl's cat is secretly an S-ranked monster. Yeah, liked them both. Gonna stick with them so far. So yeah, I'm gonna be happy with that. 18 anime, ain't nobody got time for that. It's okay because they're spread out. You know, they're not all on the same day. You can watch 1 a day. Should be able to fit it in there. What we don't have time for is binging a 12-episode anime in 1 day, right, Godzilla? Yeah, we got 1 coming up tomorrow. No, 2 coming up tomorrow. Ameku MD Doctor Detective and Grisasia Phantom Trigger. Try those. See how they do. Anyways, I should probably wrap it up here, guys. It is New Year's after all. Let you guys get to what you're doing. I do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me on this New Year's Eve on December 31st, 2024. Norris, you might have time for 18 anime. Like I say, if it's spread out, should be okay. Want to wish each and every one of you a happy New Year. Fabric, David, who had to go earlier, Alex Moore, Comic Relief Crusader, Brandon stopped by. That was great seeing Brandon. And Nico, to you as well. Just looking through here. And Pacific, Mike from Pacific 4 and 4 stopped in. It was nice to see him. And Aris to you as well. Gooch stopped by. Human Blaze the Cat. DJ Ronnie G. Our New Yorker. Happy Canadian New Year. Happy Japanese New Year, Godzilla. Yeah, go wreck a town or something, Godzilla. To celebrate, go rampage through Tokyo or something. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Aris. Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. And I hope to see you all in the new year. Let's make 2025 even better than 2024. How about it? And the next time I will see you guys will be on Saturday. And it'll be retro gaming. I'm going to be playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! I gotta get past Yu-Gi to continue the story. I gotta get that story going. Then on Sunday will be Sunday Anime Chat. A brand new theme for a brand new year. And a brand new month. So I must come up with a theme for January. I've gotta think of something. Hopefully something comes to me. And then, of course, because I'll be back at work, I'll have more pictures and more videos and more articles talking about the skilled trades, how I think it's important, and how I think that, people need to appreciate it a lot more. And the trials and tribulations of going through the skilled trades and, what you can learn. But yes, thanks everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you all in the next year, in the new year. Have a happy new year. be safe out there. And try not to imbibe too much. But for now, I've been Pop, and I am signing off for the new year.